They say curiosity is a dangerous thing. But what if one question pushed curiosity to its deadliest edge? What if you fell into a volcano? At first thought, the image is almost cartoonish, a figure tumbling into bubbling lava, disappearing in seconds. But the truth is far stranger, far darker, and far more terrifying than most people realize. If you were standing on the edge of an active volcano, the heat alone would scorch your lungs before you even touched the lava. The air is thick with toxic gases, sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, that creep into your body silently, suffocating you faster than you'd expect. And then there's the ground itself. The rock around the crater isn't solid and safe like a mountain peak. It's brittle, unstable, like walking on shattered glass spread over a furnace. One wrong step and you're gone. But here's the disturbing twist: you wouldn't sink into lava the way you imagine in movies. Lava isn't water, it's molten rock, thick as cooling tar. If your body fell onto it, you'd land with a sickening thud and start to burn, but not melt instantly. Your flesh would ignite from the extreme heat, over 1,200 degrees Celsius, your skin blistering and charring within seconds. The pain would be beyond comprehension, a firestorm eating you alive. And yet, for a brief horrifying moment, you might still be conscious. But what happens next is even stranger. Scientists say your body wouldn't just vanish, it would explode. The moisture inside you would vaporize in an instant, causing your body to burst violently, scattering pieces into the lava. It sounds like a nightmare, but it's a brutal reality of physics. In fact, when researchers once tested this by dropping animal carcasses into lava flows, the results were grotesque fireworks of steam, ash, and flame. Now imagine if more than one person fell in. The human body contains carbon, fats, and proteins, all fuel for fire. A large enough mass falling into lava could actually trigger a violent reaction, sending lava splashing out of the crater like a monstrous fountain. A single accident could turn into a deadly eruption, putting entire towns at risk. But here's where the real horror begins. Falling into a volcano wouldn't just destroy you physically, it could unleash something far bigger. The gases released from burning organic matter could mix with the already unstable atmosphere around the volcano, triggering toxic clouds that roll down mountainsides, suffocating everything in their path. Entire villages could disappear, not from lava, but from the poisonous breath of the earth itself, all because one person fell. And then comes the most chilling twist of all. Volcanologists have warned that if enough material, let's say a plane, or even something larger, were to fall into a supervolcano, it could destabilize the magma chamber beneath. That sudden shock could awaken the beast, unleashing an eruption powerful enough to darken the skies for years. Crops would fail, temperatures would plummet, and civilization itself would face collapse. In other words, one fall could, in theory, doom humanity. But here's the question that lingers: what if the volcano didn't kill you instantly? Deep inside some volcanoes are tubes and caverns where heat vents channel like rivers. If, against all odds, you slipped into one of these before hitting the lava, you might survive a few moments longer, trapped in suffocating heat, hearing the earth itself roaring around you. You wouldn't die in seconds, you'd die in minutes, alone in the belly of the planet, your final scream swallowed by stone and fire. Volcanoes aren't just natural features of the earth, they are living, breathing monsters. They've ended civilizations before, like Pompeii, where entire families were frozen in ash in a single moment, and they will do it again. Standing on the edge of one is like staring into the open mouth of the planet, daring it to bite. Falling into one isn't just a personal death sentence, it's a reminder of how fragile all of humanity truly is. So the next time someone jokes about what it would be like to fall into a volcano, remember this: you wouldn't sink like in the cartoons. You would burn, burst, and vanish into something far greater and far deadlier than yourself. You would become part of the Earth's fury, a sacrifice to forces older and more powerful than we can imagine. And maybe, just maybe, your fall would be the spark that reminds the world how small we really are in the face of nature's wrath. Because sometimes, the scariest what if isn't about surviving, it's about what your end might unleash on everyone else. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, it's easy for you, and this will help me grow the channel so I can release new videos.